top off. I'm dripping like hot sauce. I got drink and it's clean raw. If you give me that mean mouth.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lee Hustle, and we back at it again with another video. But before I even get into it, y'all know what I need y'all to do. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, folks. You already know. But yeah, though, today I got some more serious content for you guys. This has been weighing on my heart for a few days, and I haven't really been knowing how to really give it out to you guys, but I'm just gonna do it. Lately I've been thinking about, just how can I capitalize on every friendship, every relationship that I have. How can I bring value to them? And while I was doing so, God put something in my spirit, and he was basically just telling me that, like, I'm involved in more than one or more circumstantial relationships or friendships, whatever you want to, like, both of them. But yeah, though, so when I say circumstantial relationship, I'm basically saying you're in this relationship or friendship just for beneficial reasons. I'm not saying I'm in it for one, but I'm saying, like, that's the energy I'm getting from that person or whatever. And I feel like all of us, especially at this young age, have been through situations where you felt as if you were just someone's friend when they needed you, or when they needed help with something, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, though, just to give you you guys some advice on that. Me personally, I've always been like the type of person, always been the type of friend or boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, the person to try to add value in a relationship as much as possible. I feel like I'm not doing my job if I'm not teaching you something new, giving you something new. I just feel like I'm not doing my job. Like, why am I here if I can't help you grow? At this point, we're just sitting here being stagnant for no reason. So I always think about what can I do to give, but I took a step back and I realized, like, a lot of these relationships I'm giving, but I'm not receiving anything. I'm not receiving the same love, I'm not receiving the same respect even, or the same generosity or charismatic affection that I give out to others. And sometimes you give people slack. I cut people slack a lot because you have a lot of variables that step into that. Somebody might not be as charismatic as you because of how they were raised or their belief system or just things of that nature. So a lot of times I cut friends in relationships with females. I cut it some slack. I give them the benefit of the doubt because not everyone is like you. I'm beginning to realize that more and more. Not everyone is going to be like you. You got to be able to deal with that on your own terms and keep it pushing. But at the same token, there should be a quote-unquote, what they say, bare minimum of how, or a norm of how someone should treat you as well. And what I want to tell you guys is, I know it's difficult, for starters. I know it's difficult getting out of those relationships or situationships or friendships, whatever y'all gonna call them. I know it's difficult getting out of those. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because you have love for this person, and then once you really realize that it's bad or they only call on you when they really need you, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with someone calling you when they need you. I got a homeboy and homegirl I can call up right now. Like, I got people in my life I can call up right now if I need $1,000. I got people in my life I can call up right now if I need some new underwear, a shirt or something. They give me the shirt off their back with no problem. That's okay. That's okay, having people in your life that you can call on and that can call on you. But at the same token, you want to put in a certain type of perspective to where they're not just leaning on you, but they're depending on you. It's a different thing. Leaning on you and depending on you is two different things. To have a friend that leans on you, it's okay. But to have a friend that depends on you, it could sometimes become unhealthy. So if you're in those type of situations to where you have someone in your life that's just hanging on by a thread and just always waiting on you to make their life better and always waiting on you to help their situation have value or whatever the case may be, get out of it. And it's way more, it's tougher than people realize. It's very tough because even though I'm saying this right now, I'm still struggling with it, which is why I'm coming to you guys, just to let you know that you're not alone. I'm struggling with it as well. There's plenty of times where I'm sitting up like, dang, like, I'm giving these people my last and I can't even ask for nothing. Like, but you love that person so much, or you love those people so much that you just take it with a grain of salt. Like, okay, they got me next time, or okay, they'll look out next time, or okay, I know they mean well, I know they have good intentions for me. But another thing I'm learning as a man, that intentions can only go so long. You know, for instance, this is off the wall, but if you think about it like this, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they keep cheating, but they keep telling you, oh, my intentions are pure, it's like, yeah, you say your intentions are well, but yet your actions speak differently. So sometimes you have to cut that thought process out of, oh, they mean well. A lot of people mean well. Killers mean well. Thieves mean well. You know, so you have to put it in retrospective and just take a step back and like, okay, no matter what I think is the positive, I have to speak reality. Like, okay, it's in your face. It's in your face. And a lot of times we ignore what's in our face and we think of the positive. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being optimistic. But at the end of the day, you have to be real with yourself first before you're able to be real with someone else. So if you're in these relationships where you feel as if it's just one-sided, I would say the first step of relieving that feeling is to just talk to the person. I've been in this situation plenty of times, and I've just told the person, like, hey, like, we in this together, so let's be in this together. I don't want it to feel like I'm always being the backbone and being the one that has to be strong. Like, sometimes I want to be able to cry. Sometimes I want to be able to depend on you. Sometimes I want to be able to ask for something and be able to receive it immediately. Like, because I'm giving out the same. There's nothing wrong with expecting the same that you give. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think we guilt trip ourselves into thinking that, oh, I shouldn't expect that from them. They're not capable. If they're capable to ask for it, then they should be capable enough to know that it's someday going to be required of them as well. I'm not saying that I need it immediately. I'm not saying I need it right then and right there. But I do want to see an effort that, oh, we're on the same page. Like, oh, whatever I do is going to be reciprocated. Like, I'm not just going to be out here high and dry. I feel that. I can respect that. But when you're not getting that, you got to speak up. And it's hard to speak up because you love a person. Like, it's hard. No matter what nobody say, your brother, your aunt, your mom, your best friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, it's going to be difficult to sit up and, because me, for one, I hate conflict. I shut down. I hate conflict. Anyone say something to me I don't like, I just sit there. Okay, like I don't respond because emotionally I won't say I can't handle it, but it's very tough for me to handle conflict and confrontation, which is why I try to control my temper, control my anger. None of it, because I don't want to push myself to my limits to where I know something bad can happen. So I try to always avoid confrontation or conflict or arguments. So sometimes that may lead me to not confronting people on what they've done wrong to me. Because I think in my head, well, they know what they've done wrong, so I don't have to say anything. Well, sometimes people really don't know. Like, I'm one of those people. I've done people wrong and done wrong by people and said the wrong things, done the wrong things plenty of times, and I didn't know until I was addressed. So speak up. Say how you feel. Break out of those relationships, break those chains off of you. I know it's harder. It's way easier than said than done. It's way easier said than done. But at the end of the day, if you truly love that person and you love the relationship and the bond that you guys have, you got to let them know that, hey, there's going to be some changes around this mofo. There's going to be some changes around here. You know, you got to communicate. Communication is the biggest thing. Something I got to work on, especially with myself. And not just communicating with others, but communicating with yourself. Like I said, be real. You cannot be real with nobody else until you be real with yourself. Tell yourself how you really feel. Tell yourself what you're really going through. Tell yourself what's at stake. Tell yourself you know how they treat you. Tell yourself that. Like, don't deny how someone's treating you. A lot of times, like, we got people treating us poorly, and we say, oh, no, they didn't mean that. No. Be real. Shamika meant to cheat on you, Daryl. She meant to. Forgive, yeah, forgive, but don't deny. Don't deny what happens. Be real with yourself, be real with others, and most importantly, communicate and love. Just a short little gem for you guys. I'm gonna get out your hair. Stay tuned though, we got more content coming. We got a mukbang coming. We got a, man, just be ready. We got some stuff coming, man. We got some stuff coming. I love you guys. Stay dripped out. Love the color pink. Keep dyeing y'all hair. Keep being y'all selves, because I'm going to keep doing me. So please keep doing you. All love.